Now brought to you by VeChain, the official blockchain of UFC. Alexandre Pantoja, 33. Brandon Royval, 31. Royval, 4 inches taller. Both fighters at or below the championship limit of 125 pounds. Half inch in reach for first-time title challenger Brandon Royval. All right, now for the intros, here's Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at octagon side are Eric Cohen, Junichiro Kamijo, and Ron McCarthy. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard. And now, this fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC flyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 15 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 124 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Inglewood, Colorado, presenting the number 2 ranked UFC flyweight contender in the world, the challenger, Brandon Royval. And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 26 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds, fighting out of the Rio do Cabo, Brazil, presenting the undisputed, reigning, defending UFC flyweight champion of the world, Alexandre, the Cannibal Pantoja.
Okay, gents, you understand the rules. Listen a bit all the time, keep yourself protected. When I say stop, you stop. If you want to touch, do it now. God bless.
I mean,
Alexandre Pantoja, the world champion.
you said it right.
Trying to extend his winning streak to 5 and remain the hunted at 125 pounds. Brandon Royval hasn't lost since that first meeting with Pantoja in August of 2021. All right, Brandon Royval is in the white, Pantoja in the black and gold, befitting a champion, and getting after it early is the Brazilian.
Boy, Pantoja putting that pace on him right away. Look at that.
I mean, that's how they fought last time.
Yep.
Oh!
Pantoja like a bat out of hell.
Nice job by Royval avoiding that takedown.
Royval said he would be much more patient tonight because he feels like skill for skill, he's just better than Pantoja.
But he's very long for this division, very fast. Oh boy, my shins hurt just watching this.
Good right hand connection by the champion Pantoja.
Pantoja's rushing, he's got to slow down a little bit. That's 2 times that he's rushed in there, and Royval almost landed a counter right hand.
And this is a 5-rounder.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Pahupa in the corner. Pantoja was trying to slow his pupil down a little bit. But you got to think part of their strategy was rooted in this.
Nice kick to the body by Pantoja. There's another one.
Both fighters known for having outstanding cardio. Our crew caught Royval on a 10-mile run, 6.5-minute pace, was barely sweating at the end of it.
That's crazy. That is such a fast pace to be running at that distance.
Beautiful knee by Pantoja.
Pantoja's under him. There he goes.
This is what he wanted. He wanted to get a takedown, and he got a takedown on Royval very early.
Into half guard. That's a wide open half guard too. He's pinning it down that right leg with his shin. He stepped over. Interesting. So he stepped further into the half guard instead of trying to pass to the left, probably because of where Royval is against the cage.
And you feel Royval pushing away, right? You feel his power early. So you want to collect something on the bottom side. You don't really want to go to side control that often because you tend to lose the guy, especially when they're fresh.
He's got to look out for those up kicks. Those up kicks and those kicks to the knees in this position are very dangerous, especially early on. Both guys are fresh. Pantoja trying to pass half guard now, but Royval doing a really good job of not letting him. Keeping it dangerous.
Chopping kicks are landing.
Oh yeah, they're dangerous. Especially right now, he's fresh. We talked about his endurance.
Pantoja very much fighting like a man who's never been finished in 31 pro fights coming in.
Absolutely.
Back to half guard. A lot of top pressure now. Royval trying to use the cage to push off, but he's grabbing it with his toes.
And if you're Pantoja, you're very happy here because Royval's very good at catching submissions whenever you're in the middle of transitions and scrambles.
He's looking for a leg. He's below the knee. He doesn't have it, but he might be able to take the back from here. He might be able to take the back from here. Nope, Pantoja spun around. Nicely done. Expert, right to side control. Beautiful job by the champion. And now he's in the dominant position.
Oh, into the mount.
Right into mount.
He's looking good.
Like butter. Like butter. Just so smooth.
Pantoja's attacking him like he doesn't feel, well, he really is attacking him like he finished the guy last time.
Right.
That really feels like what we're watching.
Like he knows he can finish him on the ground.
He thinks he can beat him on the ground, yep.
Now they're back up to their feet.
Head kick on the left hand for Royval.
Pantoja burned a lot of energy in that exchange.
Yeah, but he kind of looked like that in the Moreno fight, where it looks like he almost like has a little bit of a drop in energy after a big start, then he gets a second win.
Another nice sequence for the champion, a right hand and a leg kick to close round one.
You're good? Hey, sit, baby. We knew that round was coming. We knew that was coming. You did a great job decision making. Little water on your head, breathe. Deep breath for me. Little water on your head. Little water. There we go. Okay, water's in your hand. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. I want your right angle cut more, okay? Yep. And I want you to pull him out a little more, okay? He's attacking with his rear kick only because you're staying on center. Find your angle. Listen to these guys.
Hey, you're doing everything perfect when you're underhook and you're getting out. Right?
Leave the jab afterwards. Okay, listen. So you don't need to start kicking him. You see when you start getting his back, he gets lost. Listen. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's calm down. This is the time. You won the first round. Let's use the experience, partner. Don't get crazy here. Okay? Listen, take his base away.
UFC 296, Edwards versus Covington is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. All right, 5 minutes down, potentially 20 to go. Coach Dean Thomas with us all night. Dean, what do you have, sir?
I tell you what, Pantoja fights like a savage. I mean, he just walks in with reckless abandonment, and Royval has to do a better job of taking advantage of that because he's getting opportunities to hit him, but he's just not taking full advantage of it. And he has to do that if he wants to slow Pantoja down.
Pantoja caught Royval with that right hand. There's a kick to the body as well. It looked like he stung him for a second. Nice job avoiding the takedown so far by Royval.
A lot of good body work. Go ahead, champ.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead, John. You know, the one thing about the Moreno fight, while Pantoja did find success grappling, He didn't do it for 25 minutes. There were long periods where he struck with it. And it doesn't feel like he wants to strike with Brandon Royval,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Well, Royval's been catching with that long jab. He's so long. Oh, look at that knee, that combination. Oh, beautiful takedown by the champ. Boy, the flyweight division at the championship level is as good technically as any division in the sport.
Oh,
they're
for sure.
so good.
And fast.
The
So
speed
fast.
is crazy. It's almost too fast for me to call. Thank God Joe's here.
And the endurance.
They move like they're on the fast forward button. They really do just move really fast.
And you cannot have bad technique. You cannot muscle out of things in this division. Everybody's technique is on point.
Pantoja said this week that the chaos and unpredictability of Royval makes him dangerous, and he has really taken it to him to try to eliminate some of that here tonight.
Well, he hasn't even allowed for Royval to get started with trying to be unpredictable. He's got him on his heels the entire time, and he just keeps taking him down.
And he's draining him here with top pressure. So in the half guard here, the way he's got his legs crossed underneath him, he's completely stopping his momentum. And now he's looking to free up his right leg, excuse me, his left leg that's trapped in Royval's half guard and looking to mount again.
Our interpreter Fabiano just picked up Pahumpa telling Pantoja to control his position and rest. He actually told him to rest.
Interesting.
Well, you see it, right? You see that he's valuing the position more than trying to just punch from top.
Right.
But he's got to do something, or they're going to stand him up.
Well, maybe not from top half guard. I mean, Goddard is an excellent referee, as good as it gets. Okay, now Pantoja is attempting to mount. He's pressing down with his right ear. Look at that, beautiful. Misdirection.
Yes.
Looked like he's attempting to mount, moves into side control. Okay, now he's got the right arm, excuse me, the left arm trapped. Now we have a potential crucifix situation here.
He doesn't have an underhook on the far side.
No,
He's got to
not
find
yet.
a way to underhook the other side.
But look at that, Royval got right back to half guard though. Now all those little hip escapes that he did paid off right there. Back to half guard, much better for Brandon Royval. But Pantoja's still on top.
There's no sport or no skill that's more sleight of hand than jiu-jitsu, right? He was giving him the mount feel and then went to side control.
Yeah.
You got to trick your opponents if you want to advance on the ground.
Come on, let's work.
It's never
guys,
going to
stay
be
busy.
as you drill whenever you're fighting and going in live action.
Goddard just warned him, said we got to work. He may stand him from half guard if he doesn't punch enough. All right, now he's opening up with a minute to go. But this gives Royval an opportunity to move. Now he's in full guard. And Royval back up to his feet.
Less than a minute to go here, round two. Good right hand connection by Pantoja.
He stung him with like a standing hammer fist.
When Pantoja hits him, though, takes an effect on him.
Yeah.
But at what point does Royval just go, you know what, man, I'm fighting this dude?
Oh, head kick. But look at that. Right down into side control again.
It's a blind kick. He didn't throw anything in front of it.
Yep.
He just threw a head kick. You got to disguise it.
So many details in these grappling exchanges between these high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts, but the underdog challenger with some work to do over the final 15 minutes.
Is this Royval's first 5-round fight?
No.
Right here you see a nice right hand by Pantoja. Kind of buckles the legs of Royval, and a good body kick by the champ. Champ level changes to the body, steps around to take him down to the mat. Spent a lot of time in that round on top, and then another big right hand to end the round. I mean, he's not even hitting them clean.
Yeah, that right hand was like
he's
almost like a hammer fist.
Every time you cut a hard right angle, you have your left high kick available, okay? You got to get your float going long range and your right angle. Also, no knees unless he comes to you.
Okay.
If he comes to you, hit the knee. Listen to these guys. Here's water.
Little quick cut, touch, quick cut, let the kick go, you'll catch him. And on the rest of it, just don't overreach. Come up short before you come too close.
Okay.
Hey, let's stay long, do your thing. You good? Okay. All right,
Right
let's go.
after tonight's main event, don't miss a recap of all the action on the UFC 296 post-show on ESPN+. Dominic Cruz and Chael Sonnen will join me upstairs to break it all down. Megan interviews all the big winners down here. It is only yours on E+. Third round of a possible 5. Brandon Royval went 25 minutes with Casey Kenny for the LFA interim flyweight title back in 2018. But this, a decidedly different challenge.
I don't quite understand why Royval is kind of buckling every time Pantoja hits him.
Yeah.
It's very odd because it doesn't seem like Pantoja is hitting him clean. I mean, wow. Just takedown after takedown by the champion.
Yeah, dominant grappling. Dominant grappling by the champion. And it's hard not to imagine that he's won all 3 rounds. I mean, excuse me, 2 rounds and winning the 3rd now.
Some suggested that Royval didn't look great on the scale, so perhaps it was a difficult cut for him, but right about some of those visuals.
Look at that, right in the mount. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at this. Threatening with a choke.
Trying to get an arm triangle. Bit of an arm triangle.
Yep. But staying on the back as well. No hooks.
It's too high.
Oh, Royval spun him. But look at this. Pantoja doesn't accept it at all. Right back up to his feet. Whereas Royval's been accepting that position.
Pantoja circles away. Champion finally starting to show a little bit of a sign of fatigue and being human.
What a pace.
Now Royval going to work, nice jab.
Now Pantoja does seem to be slowing down. If Royval can capitalize on this.
He's only 10 minutes in.
Yeah, we can see a big shift here. Because look at the difference in the postures.
Yeah.
Pantoja's taking some big deep breaths. He's moving slower. He looks a little bit more labored.
And only one of these gentlemen trains at altitude. That's the challenger.
It's one of those situations, all right? He could look good, but if he can't stop takedowns, he's going to still lose the fight.
Right.
He's got to defend this one here, and then hopefully it will deter Pantoja a little bit. Because right now, Pantoja's just getting about every takedown he shoots. But if he starts to fail on takedowns, it will just add to his gas tank just starting to deplete.
Yes.
Trying to time the entry.
Under 2 minutes here, round 3. Outside leg kick for Pantoja. Now a body kick.
Royval should really be pressing on the gas now.
Telling you.
Really starting to push that pace on Pantoja.
Couple nice right hands from Pantoja after Royval had landed one of his own.
Royval with a very high volume approach.
There's a nice body kick.
Nice body kick by Royval.
Stopped the takedown attempt this time. Now things are different. And look at that. Pantoja swings and misses, but looks very labored.
Yeah, he looks very tired.
But we've seen him like this before. He's got such great cardio that even while he's tired, he can still push a great pace.
Right, so throwing offense. Beautiful double jab by Royval.
Royval. Oh, look at that knee up the middle by Royval.
And that forces a shot from Pantoja, and it's a good one.
Yeah, with a championship mentality, he knew he had to get it back. He knew he got clipped with that knee, and he had to show it on the judges' scorecards that he's dominant. Right back to top control. So this is a big difference, right?
Yep.
Because every time, the only time that he took Pantoja down, Pantoja just exploded, bucked, moved, got right back up to his feet, whereas he's been able to hold Royval down.
And this is his second takedown this round.
Yeah, and the amount of damage he's doing on the ground, it's not that significant, but it's certainly more than Royval's doing.
Well, it's very even, right?
Yes.
Royval has moments on the feet, then he's on his back.
Right.
And so the lasting impression is of one guy on his back.
Yes, yes. And he doesn't want to be there, right? He's being forced. And also, he keeps dominating position, not just getting on top. Look at that.
Yeah.
Looking for the arm triangle again.
He almost had that the first time.
Yep. And again, ending around on top.
Oito, sete,
7,
seis,
6,
cinco,
5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Olha só.
Hey, look at me.
A gente
Listen,
perdeu esse round.
we lost this
Presta
round.
atenção.
Okay, pay attention.
Mesmo você botando ele pra
Okay,
baixo, ele
even
tá mais
if you
ativo.
put
Eu
him,
não quero dar
if you put him
volume
down, if you're taking him down,
Single
he
indo pras
is
costas,
more
irmão.
active.
Tá?
Listen, single leg and then go to the back.
Quando você
Okay,
ficar na
listen.
minha guarda, você
When
tem que rodar
you
esse
have to
pé
have guard,
e
you have to
mais pra cima.
start
Ele tá
working with your
te
feet and get
mantendo
up.
embaixo, cadê
He's
esse pé?
keeping you down because he's working your foot. Listen. You have to set up your distance. 2 jabs. Don't stop throwing that stuff. All right, listen. Pay attention to me. Listen, we need one more round, man. We need one more round. You don't have to go in right at the start, okay? Don't go in right now. Finish the round strong.
So there was a little bit of a dip in the live odds, suggestive of a Royval win in that 3rd round, and perhaps the Pantoja aesthetic, which is to say he looks a little bit fatigued. But man,
Well,
the
interesting
championship.
that his corner said that.
Yeah,
His corner
yeah.
told Pantoja that he lost that round.
I wouldn't seem so sure if I'm
I wouldn't
Pantoja.
seem so sure either, but I think they're trying to tell him, hey, this guy is too much of a threat standing up. Gets takedown again.
And Royval he goes to the guard.
Well, I just don't think he has a choice, honestly. It seems like Pantoja is the physically more dominant man when it comes to the grappling exchanges.
Royval's takedown defense was just 39% coming in, and that has been exploited by Pantoja.
Wow, if it was 39%, then this dude getting taken down by everybody. He was just giving up takedowns. And part of the reason is because he doesn't defend before. He tries to defend once they get to his legs, and that is not effective in mixed martial arts, especially not today.
Right.
Because you start letting these athletes get their takedown offense going, they go from one takedown to the next, and then you're lost. You got to stop that stuff right away.
Royval working hard to prevent the mount.
But he's got a full mount now.
Got it.
And he
Full
wants
mount, and that left arm,
he wants that arm
momentarily is
triangle.
trapped.
He wants the arm triangle, so he's trying to force Royval to kind of turn back into him once he gets his arm in. I mean,
look at that spin. Beautiful technique to take the back. See the way he spun there? I mean, my goodness, that was like a 1/10 of a second. Gorgeous.
Him and Aljamain Sterling are the 2 best back takers in the game.
Yep. And here we go. Body triangle on top as well. Royval adjusts, turns it over to the side to try to change the angle.
Yep.
Keep the toes out.
That was step number 1. You cannot stay here for the rest of this round.
That body triangle can't feel great on Royval, so plenty of time for the champ to work with.
Yeah, this is not good enough. He's got to figure out how to get off this triangle, and he's got to relieve pressure. He's trying to, so he's trying to turn. But the problem is where he's trapped against the cage. He can't really put pressure on that. Now he's got it. Okay, you always want, if someone has the body triangle on your body, you want where it's connected to be on the ground, because that puts pressure on the ankle, and it makes it much more difficult to really cinch it down and cut off the breathing. Now it's nasty. And Royval realized it. The worst way to have the body triangle is when someone's on top of you and you're flattened out.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
So this is still not good for Royval, but it's better because the triangle connection is on the bottom. Pantoja wants to turn him. So, and he's trying to right now. Either turn him and get him. Oh, look at this. He's getting under it. He's going palm to palm. This is tight.
That's tight.
This is tight.
Oh, that's tight. Royval's fighting the hands.
But now he's in a worse position with the triangle. The triangle is up now. And if he can get Royval to try to roll in a position to defend himself, that flattens him out. Oh, look at this! Royval's almost on top! Oh, boy. So hard to escape that body triangle.
Yeah, I've seen that work in some lower level fights. That doesn't normally work in the championship level, where the person on top with the body triangle ends up on the bottom, still holding on to the body triangle.
It can work.
I've seen it.
Sometimes it works with guys with longer legs.
Yeah, but not
because
like
there's a little bit more space.
At this level. Like, these guys are too good.
Pantoja's too good. He's not going to let it happen.
1 minute now to go, round 4. Royval hanging tough.
He'll also never commit to a submission like that if he's losing position.
No.
He'll just adjust.
Well, he recognizes, right?
Yes.
He gets through this round. He's got 5 minutes to keep his belt.
So Royval is still in a bad position, but he's alleviating some of the pressure by keeping that triangle on the bottom, but Pantoja's just dominating him in these exchanges. He's trying to turn again, He's bucking. He's got to roll. He's up. He's on top. That's it. He did it. Now, how much did Pantoja drain himself trying to maintain those positions? And Royval's all over him here.
Oh, leg lock.
Yeah, that right leg's in a bad position. But the knee is past the danger zone. The knee's on the outside. Still, this is huge for Royval. Huge.
Good ground strikes to close the round for the challenger.
Too little, too late.
You barely got off the fucking ground, all right?
Hey, this is your last round, you hear me? Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Fuck the footwork. I need you to get in the center of the cage, create a fucking pace on him, get a little lower in your stance. The second he goes for a shot, you need underhooks, rotate, and just pace this kid up. You can finish him. He's tired. The only way he beats you is to lay on you right now and get his gas back. You hear me? B, you got 1 round to win a fucking world title. You got 1 fucking round right now.
You got this, B.
Hey, everything you fucking trained for 16 fucking years right here. You got 1 fucking round, you hear me?
Fuck, right?
Hey,
that's it.
Right now, in the center of that cage, you pick him apart.
Pace this motherfucker out. Hey, underhooks, kill him now.
Underhooks, lower stance, you hear me? Piece him apart.
Round 5 brought to you by
need a fucking
Manscaped's
finish
Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the official electric trimmer of UFC. Visit manscaped.com now. And what a pleasure to watch these high-level corners, American Top Team Factory X.
Yeah, amazing corners, just the top of the food chain. And Montoya could not have been clear.
All right, Dean Thomas, 5th and final round. What do you have?
You know, I still don't think Royval is out of this fight, but he can't get taken down and put into his half guard because his defense from half guard is atrocious. He's not using frames. He's trying to punch his way out, and you're never going to get out that way. So Royval, if he wants to win this fight, he's got to put the pressure on Pantoja and try to knock him out.
But this is what he would do to get here, and he wanted to be more measured, and I feel like being more measured, it allowed Pantoja to take advantage of one of his weaknesses, and that's the wrestling defense.
Boy, Royval is putting it on him now.
Why is Pantoja fighting southpaw?
I think Royval is just catching an exhausted Pantoja at the end of his punches.
Oh, nice leg kick by Pantoja, but this is exactly what Mark Montoya called for. Center of the octagon pace, and there's another uppercut.
Mark Montoya really lit a fire into Brandon Royval, and he's showing it here in this 5th and final round. He wants to win this title. He's connecting.
Nice combination by Royval, leg kick in counter from Pantoja.
Boy, Pantoja looks very tired, and Royval is teeing off on him.
He looks exhausted.
He's got to avoid the clinch. He's got to avoid the clinch. Oh.
Pantoja stays committed to that leg kick, ate a jab there.
Royval is connecting with an incredible amount of punches in this round.
Oh!
Look at these shots he's landing. He's just piecing them up.
He has to. He's behind 3 or 4 rounds.
Yes.
He's got to just let it all go.
Yeah, he's got to stop him. Oh, this is crazy.
Some rumblings that maybe Pantoja's dealing with an injured left hand. We'll monitor the extent to which he throws it. Shot here.
Oh, boy. He caught him falling against the cage. That wasn't even the best takedown that he's attempted so far.
No, but
he pulled it off.
Defense,
look at this.
Royval defends this.
Yes.
It'll be very interesting to see how Pantoja handles the last 2.5 minutes.
Right.
Oh, he got it. He changed the angle. The moment Brandon Royval didn't cover his head, he changed the angle and got the takedown. That was beautiful by the champion.
But look at Royval. It's not giving into this position. He's fighting it hard.
8 takedowns, a personal best for Pantoja. 2 minutes to decide the flyweight title.
But he's going to have to put himself in danger and scramble here. He's going to have to risk being submitted. He can't play it safe and just lay on his back and defend. He might have to expose himself and initiate a scramble. He's trying. You hear Mark Montoya screaming, go, go, go.
Mark Goddard changing his angle.
Not much time for Brandon Royval. He's really got to get out of here. And for Pantoja, he's got to really keep him here and do his best to beat him up and mitigate the damage that Royval put on him in the beginning of the round.
Yes, come on, baby. Give me another pitch. Yes. You want it again? Yes. 1 minute. There you go.
1 minute now to go. Pantoja out grappling Royval.
Well, this is a wild scramble, though, isn't it?
You gotta give it up. Yes,
No doubt.
You gotta give your back up. You gotta fight.
You know, Brandon Royval is going to be very disappointed because in round 5, he fought the way that we have come to expect him to fight. All those other rounds, he tried to use his footwork to set traps, and it allowed for Pantoja to just take him down over and over again.
Pantoja's going to move to mount. And he got it. He got mount, and now he's going to get his back.
Just got to laud both these athletes. So relentless in transition with all of their grappling. But Pantoja, the better man on the ground, almost a full 3 rounds of control.
Hammer fist by the champion.
The flyweights are here to stay, and it looks like the path to gold will still go through Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and American top teams Alexandre Pantoja, and he just wiped the sweat from his brow in relief. He had to dig deep. Really put a pace on Brandon Royval early, but had the confidence that he could sustain over 25 minutes, DC, and he did.
He started the fight very quick, a lot of kicks early in round 1, but ultimately it was all about the takedown of Pantoja. He just knew that that was an area that he could exploit. But it was rinse and repeat, body kick. After the body kick would fail, he would take him down. In between that, some right hands. But the right hands were only to set up, takedown. And that was basically the fight. Takedown, takedown, takedown. Now in round 5, Brandon Royval did exactly what his coaches asked him. They said fight, and fight hard. And that's exactly what he did. But ultimately, he got taken down to end round 5, and Pantoja, look at that, got his head out, ran the corner, and took him down to end the fight. What a performance by the champion.
Just incredible. I'm blown away by Alexandre Pantoja. Brandon Royval looks like a 10-round fighter in defeat. You can argue he's got the best cardio in this division, but all indications are it will not be enough. And really, what else can be said about this Brazilian champion, Alexandre Pantoja? He has visions of being the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, as we show you the judges' scorecards, or the judges who will submit scorecards here shortly. But this Pantoja is just incredible, right? 32 fights in now as a mixed martial arts athlete, dating to his pro debut at 17 years of age, and he has never been finished. All right, the official decision is brought to you by Bandai Namco's Tekken 8. Fist meets fate when the King of Fighting Games returns on January 26th. Experience it on PlayStation 5. Here now, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 50-45, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Alexandre, the Cannibal